Charts are a critical part of flying, whether you're operating VFR or IFR. For VFR pilots, charts like airport diagrams and airport information help you stay oriented and avoid making mistakes on the ground. For IFR pilots, charts quickly become more complex with arrivals, approaches, and procedures that demand organization and clarity. In this 5-minute mastery video, we're going to look at how Garmin Pilot helps manage that complexity. The goal here isn't to teach procedures or interpretation, but show how Garmin Pilot organizes charts, builds binders automatically, and presents information in a way that supports real-world flying. Even though this video will lean more towards IFR use cases, charts are relevant to every pilot. VFR pilots rely on airport diagrams and these facility directories to operate safely on the surface. As pilots progress into instrument flying, charts expand to include departures, arrivals, and approaches. Garmin Pilot is designed to scale with you for that progression, helping organize charts no matter where you are in your aviation journey. Now, before we jump into the charts page, we do need to talk briefly about flight planning. Garmin Pilot uses your active flight plan to automatically create chart binders for the airports involved on your route. If you don't have a flight plan entered, charts will only show manually created binders. That's important to understand because the automation we're about to see depends on having an active flight plan. For this demonstration, we'll create a very simple flight plan from Mike 17 to Kansas City downtown, Kilo Mike Charlie India. We're not worried about weather, altitude, or routing here. This is just the minimum amount of information required to allow Garmin Pilot to populate chart binders that we'll be using. With a flight plan in place, we can now open the charts page. This is our primary hub for chart access in Garmin Pilot. You'll notice that chart binders have automatically been created for our departure and destination airports. While charts can also be previewed from the airport information page, the charts page is where everything comes together in one organized workspace. Now, when we open one of these airport binders, we'll see that charts are organized by type. Airport information charts, approaches, arrivals, and departures are all grouped logically, making it easy to find what you're looking for without digging through unrelated material. This organization alone removes a lot of friction from chart management, especially when dealing with airports that have a large number of procedures like KMCI. Garmin Pilot offers two primary ways to view procedure charts. You have FliteCharts and SmartCharts. FliteCharts display procedures exactly as they're published, preserving the familiar look and structure that pilots expect. These approach charts are geo-referenced, meaning that you can overlay them directly on the map by pressing the blue globe icon in the top right-hand side of the chart viewer. This allows you to see your position relative to the procedure in real time, which can be especially helpful for situational awareness. Smart charts take a different approach. Instead of showing everything all at once, smart charts allow Garmin Pilot to tailor what's being displayed based on the selections you make, helping reduce clutter and focus most on what's relevant. To see this difference clearly, let's look at the Rudda 3 arrival into KMCI. And when we open the Rudda 3 using a flight chart, we'll see that the arrival spans multiple pages. In this case, it's a 3-page chart with all the transitions, runways, and notes displayed, regardless of which clearance you've received. Now let's switch to the smart chart of the same arrival. Instead of feeling like a static document, the smart chart behaves more like an interactive map. By specifying a transition and a runway, Garmin Pilot removes unnecessary information and presents only what applies to your clearance. The procedure itself hasn't changed one bit, but the way the information is presented is far more focused. This is where smart charts really shine, especially in high workload environments, by helping tailor the chart to your exact flight. In addition to automatically generated binders, Garmin Pilot also allows you to create your own manual binders. You can do this by selecting Add Binder, giving it a name, and then tapping the plus icon to add charts. From there, you can search for an airport or add specific charts directly to that binder. A practical use case for this is creating a binder for your home airport or building a collection of airport diagrams for airports that you visit frequently. This allows rapid access to charts you'll want without relying solely on an active flight plan. On the main charts page, you'll also notice a blue clock icon in the top right-hand side. This provides a history of recently viewed charts. This is simply a convenience feature, but a useful one. If you are just looking at a chart and want to go back to it quickly, the history makes it easy without needing to dig through the directory again. So charts are inherently complex, and especially as flying becomes more advanced. Garmin Pilot's real strength isn't just displaying charts, but instead acting as an assistant that organizes, filters, and presents them when you need them. By using flight planning to automatically build binders, offering traditional flight charts and adaptive smart charts, and allowing custom binder creation, Garmin Pilot removes much of the workload associated with chart management. You still make the decisions, but the app helps ensure that the right information is in front of you at the right time. In upcoming 5-minute mastery videos, we'll continue building on this foundation, where we'll look at flight planning, weather, and other tools that work alongside charts and Garmin Pilot.